Left the keys on the counter, right next to the plant you forgot to water. The air in here is getting thinner, or maybe I'm just getting smaller. I watch the sunset hit the wall the way it did when we were good. I tell myself I'm moving on, if I only thought I could. But the coffee's getting cold and the TV's humming static. Loving you was easy, but losing you is tragic. I'm checking the clock, but time doesn't move. I'm looking for rhythm, but I lost the groove. We're a book with the last chapter missing, just to go to the lips I've been kissing. And it's over, yeah, I know that it's over. Like the light fading out on a late October. I'm leaning on a shadow, trying to stay sober from the high of your name, from the weight on my shoulder. It's a long way down from the clouds we were on. Now I'm waking up to the grayest dawn. Yeah, it's over, over and over in my head. I walk past that cafe, the one where we sat for hours in the rain. Funny how a sidewalk can hold so much hidden pain. I saw a stranger wearing your jacket, and for a second I forgot that you're miles away in a life where I'm the part you forgot. I'm deleting the photos, but I can't delete the smell of your perfume on my sweater in this quiet, lonely hell. I'm checking my phone, but the screen stays black. I'm wishing for things I can't ever have back. We're a song with the melody broken, just the weight of the words left unspoken. And it's over, yeah, I know that it's over. Like the light fading out on a late October. I'm leaning on a shadow, trying to stay sober from the high of your name, from the weight on my shoulder. It's a long way down from the clouds we were on. Now I'm waking up to the grayest dawn. Yeah, it's over, over and over in my head. I said the time is a healer, but time is just a thief, stealing the memories, leaving the grief. I'm not looking for closure, I'm just looking for it. From the what ifs and maybes, locked in my tube. Too. Just a quiet room, just the over in you.
They say the world keeps spinning, but mine just hit the brakes. I'm sitting in the kitchen counting all my old mistakes. The tea is getting cold, the steam has turned to gray. Just like the way you looked when you turned and walked away. I put on that record, you know, the one we used to love. But now the melody fits me like a tattered worn out glove. Trying to stay level, trying to keep it cool, but the water's rising and I'm drowning like a fool. The neon sign outside is flickering, open and gone, and I'm just trying to make it to the break of the dawn. So I'll just chill out, let the sadness sink in deep. I've got a mountain of memories that I'm not supposed to keep. Yeah, I'll chill out, watch the shadows on the wall, waiting for the moment that I don't feel anything at all. Just a slow motion heartbreak, a low fidelity ache. I'm chilling in the pieces of the heart you had to break. Smoke is curling upward in a slow and lazy dance. I'm staring at the ceiling, lost inside a trance. Your side of the closet is an empty, open wound, and every quiet corner is a ghost that's out of tune. I could go out tonight, pretend that I'm okay, but I'd rather sit in silence and just let the feelings play out. I'm dialing back the volume, dimming down the lights, lost in the static of these long and lonely nights. The rain is a rhythm, a soft and steady beat, echoing the sound of your footsteps down the street. So I'll just chill out, let the sadness sink in deep. I've got a mountain of memories that I'm not supposed to keep. Yeah, I'll chill out, watch the shadows on the wall, waiting for the moment that I don't feel anything at all. Just a slow motion heartbreak, a low fidelity, yeah. I'm chilling in the pieces of the heart you had to break. Don't call me, don't check in, don't ask if I'm alright. I'm making friends with the darkness in the middle of the night. It's a cold kind of comfort, a heavy kind of blue. The only thing I'm doing is unloving you. Chill out, just let the record spin, let the cold air in. I'm fine right here in the quiet, just me and the ride inside. Chill out. Just let the record spin, let the cold air in. I'm fine right here in the quiet, just me and the ride inside. Chill out.
Yeah. Everything about this ride is bulletproof, except the way I feel. Square body, hollow soul.
G-Wagon, baby.
I'm sitting high up, looking down on the world. Think about the way your life's unfurled. This V8's rumbling beneath my feet as I'm cruising through the rain on a one-way street. The interior's carved and the seats are quilted black, but they don't provide the comfort that I lack. I remember how you used to climb into the side, laughing at the height, enjoying the ride. Now the passenger seat is the place for my code in this map-finished fortress, trying to stay afloat. I'm a king in the tank, armored up to the bone, but I've never felt more vulnerable or more alone. 3 locking diffs, but I can't lock you in. Losing the battle before I begin. Built for the mountain, built for the mud, but I'm drowning in the memory of us.
Oh, G-Wagon, baby, we're built so strong. So why does it feel like everything's wrong? A military silhouette in a neon glow, moving way too fast, feeling way too low. I'm behind the tinted glass so they can't see the tears, driving through the wreck, can't see if I get chills. It's a heavy duty heartbreak, driving through the rain in a G-Wagon, baby, just a massive pain. I see my
my reflection in a shop window pane, a boxy shadow in a world of stain. I got the brush guards on, I got the spare on the back, but I'm missing the one thing I need on the track. They think I'm winning when they see the spare tire, but I'm just a man walking through the fire. The palladium lighting is set to a deep dark blue, the same color as the space I'm passing through. I used to feel cold, like used to feel tall. Now I'm just waiting for the engine to stall, cause all this clearance and all this weight couldn't help us navigate our own fate. Off-road, but I'm stuck on the pavement. Bulletproof fast, but the sadness broke in. I drive this thing off the edge of the map, just to have your head back in my lap. But the GPS is silent, and the road is empty. So strong, so why does it feel like everything's wrong? A military silhouette in a neon glow, moving way too fast, feeling way too low. I'm behind the tinted glass so they can't see the tears, driving through the wreckage of our best years. Yeah, it's a heavy-duty heartbreak, driving through the rain in a G-Wagon, baby, just to mask the pain. Just a G-Wagon, a box made of iron, a heart made of glass. Left turn, right turn, nowhere left to go. G-Wagon, babe. Yeah, only a few ever had it. Now there's none left. One of one, and it's gone. Limited edition lost. I'm looking at the box on the top of the shelf, a version of us I can't explain to myself. The tape is still sealed, the labels are crisp, but our history is fading like a morning mist. We were a rare find, a glitch in the plan, something they don't make for the average man. Custom built heart with the premium feel. I never thought the ending would be this real. Now I'm scrolling through the items I'll never replace, while the sold out sign is written on your face. I got the memories in the mint condition sleeve, but they don't mean a thing when you actually leave. No rest stop coming, no second chance, just a broken rhythm in a hollow dance. The value is rising, now the well is dry, watching the best of me wave me goodbye. Cause it's a limited edition lost, baby, a one-time heartbreak driving me crazy. They don't make them like you anymore, and I'm just a ghost standing outside the store. Handcrafted sorrow, a rare kind of blue. The world's got plenty, but it's missing you. Yeah, the vault is closed, and I paid the cost for this permanent limited edition loss. Join a tribe they can't even describe. They got the look, but they don't have the soul. They're just playing a part, playing a role. But I knew the stitching, I knew every line, I knew the parts of you that were purely mine. Now you're a vintage dream in a modern world. I knew that's been folded and on unfurled. I'm holding on to us like a collector's item, searching for words, but I can't even write them, because you can't mass produce the way that we fell back before the ice started to melt. Once in a lifetime, once in a moon, gone in a heartbeat, gone too soon. You can't buy it back, you can't bid on the past. The rarest things are the ones that don't melt. Cause it's a limited edition lost, baby, a one-time heartbreak driving me crazy. They don't make them like you anymore, and I'm just a ghost standing outside the store.
edition lost. Limited edition lost. Never to be repeated. The shelf is empty now. Just the dust and the sold out sign. One of one.
You left your luggage by the stairs, monogram in gold. The story of a traveler whose heart is growing cold. I see the L&V in every shadow on the wall. You're moving to a penthouse while I'm staying in the fall. Brown and tan and bitter like the coffee in my hand. You're building up a castle while I'm sinking in the sand. You always loved the labels, the way they felt against your skin. But there's no designer stitch to keep the lonely from coming in. You're checking your reflection in the window of the train. Polished like a diamond, shielded from the rain. You look so curated, every hair in place. But I can see the vague behind that high fashion face. Oh, my LV girl, traveling light and leaving fast. You're a luxury edition, built to never last. You got the world in your pocket and a lock on your chest. I was just a stopover, a place for you to rest. From the trunk in the hallway to the flight across the sea. You're upgrading your life, but you're downgrading me. Yeah, my LV girl, beautiful pattern with nothing on. I remember when we started, before the leather turned to stone, before you needed runways just to feel like you were known. Now you're wrapped in canvas, shielded by the price, treating every memory like a roll of golden dice. You're limited and rare, oh that's what the brochure says, but I'm the one who knows, the girl behind the fashion haze. Brass buckle shining in the dim neon light. You're a masterpiece of style disappearing in the night. You've got a brand new signature, a brand new state of mind, leaving all the standard things like me behind. Oh, my LV girl, traveling light and leaving fast. You're a luxury edition, built to never last. You got the world in your pocket and a lock on your chest. I was just a stopover, a place for you to rest. From the trunk in the hallway to the flight across the sea. You're upgrading your life, but you're downgrading me. Yeah, my LV girl, you're a beautiful pattern with nothing underneath. Does it feel heavy? That bag on your arm, does it keep you safe? Does it keep you warm? Because I'm sitting here in a t-shirt you tore, and I've never felt more broken, I've never felt more poor. The trunk is packed, the keys are turned. I'm just a bridge that you finally burned. Enjoy the flight. Slow piano note trails off in the sand. Finally got the trunk is packed, the keys are turned. I'm just a bridge that you finally burned. Enjoy the flight.
petals grow long. Wondering how a masterpiece could go so wrong. You said we were forever, a timeless kind of love. But now you're looking at the dial, pushing for a show.
Every tick is a memory I can't erase. Every talk is the ghost of your beautiful face. You've got the precision, the perfect design, but you're running out of patience, and I'm running out of time. Oh, it's Rolex time, expensive and blue. I'm counting down the minutes till I'm nothing to you. You've got a permanent crown, but a temporary soul, leaving me here in this dark, empty hole.
It's a luxury heartbreak, a high caliber sting, to be worth so much money and not feel a thing. Yeah, it's Rolex time, and you're right on schedule to leave me behind. Oyster perpetual, that's what the dial says, but we're just a flicker in these neon lit days. You worry about the scratches, worry about the shine, while I'm worried about the pieces of the heart you left behind. Your wound's so tight, you're afraid you might break, but diamonds don't cry, for heaven's sake. A Pinsco vintage relic you've outgrown, a hand-me-down lover sitting here alone.
Sapphire crystal is harder than your eyes, reflecting the truth through a dozen thin lies. You're looking at the bezel, looking for the door, while I'm just the person you don't need anymore.
Oh, it's Rolex time, expensive and blue.
I'm counting down the minutes till I'm nothing to you. You've got a permanent crown, but a temporary soul, leaving me here in this dark, empty hole.
It's a luxury heartbreak, a high caliber sting, to be worth so much money and not feel a thing. Yeah, it's Rolex time, and you're right on schedule to leave me behind.
Time doesn't heal, it just moves the hands, from the warmth of the sun to the cold of the sands. You can buy the movement, you can buy the grace, but you can't buy the years that you can't replace. 3:15, you're already gone. 3:16, and I'm still holding on. It's a beautiful watch, it's a terrible waste. Rolex time.
Yeah. Luxury is just another word for lonely, you know. Empty boxes in the hallway. Gucci ghosts. Let's go. Yeah. I'm staring at your silhouette in the silk sheets, while the city lights flicker over cold streets. You're wearing that vintage wrap, the double G print, but your eyes don't catch the light, not even a hint. I bought you the world just to keep you in the frame. Now I'm designer drowning, trying to forget your name. We're sitting in the mansion, but it's feeling like a sale. Buying red bottoms just to walk through this hell. The leather in the Lambo smells like your perfume, a haunting reminder in a quiet ass room. They say money talks, but it's whispering lies. I see the price of your soul in those designer
Now
eyes.
we're just Gucci girls, haunting the hall, high fashion shadows painted on the wall, expensive tears on a velvet floor. We got everything, but we don't love no more. Yeah, we're drifting gold, but we're hollow inside, nowhere to run and nowhere to hide.
Remember whispered promises in the bar car. Now the silence is deafening, reaching for a star. You're lost in reflections, a world on your screen, chasing validation, a distant hollow scene. The weight of the luxury presses on my chest, searching for real connection, failing the test. Looking in the mirror, see a stranger in the glass. Build a life on illusions, watching it all pass. Another empty gesture to mend a broken soul. But these labels and riches won't make us whole. We're a gilded performance the world can admire, burning brightly with nothing left but the fire.
Take the watch off, take the rings off.
Still quiet, ain't it?
The diamonds don't scream back, the labels don't hold you at night. We're just ghosts. Now we're just Gucci ghosts, haunting the hall, high fashion shadows painted on the wall, expensive tears on a velvet floor. We got everything, but we don't love no more. Yeah, we're drifting gold, but we're hollow inside. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Just Gucci ghosts, painted in gray, watching the fortune just wash us away.
Keep the receipts, they're the only thing left. Custom made heartbreak,
Limited edition pain.
Gucci ghosts. Yeah.
Son of a door locking.
Silence.
The coffee's cold on the nightstand, right where you left it yesterday. I'm tracing outlines with my hand of a ghost that's learned to stay. You're still checking in like you care to know if the cracks in the ceiling have started to show. But we're just reading from a script we wrote before the fire turns to smoke. Don't ask me how I've been if you don't want the truth beneath my skin. I'm tired of the fine, I'm tired of the okay, when there's nothing left for us to say. So let's stop living fake to fake, counting every single breath we take. They say you can't take it with you, but they don't tell you it's heavy to hold alone. 7 figures, 0 feelings, millionaire. The penthouse is quiet, 30 floors up. I'm staring at the dregs in a porcelain cup. The marble is cold underneath my bare feet, while the city is humming down there on the street. I got the view that they say is the goal, but the horizon is empty, a gap in my soul. I remember when we shared a slice on the floor. Now I got a chef in a hand-carved door, but the steak tastes like paper, the wine tastes like dust, when there's nobody left that I actually trust. I'm checking the stocks just to fill up the time, while I'm losing the one thing that wasn't a dime. I climbed the ladder, I reached for the sun. Now I'm standing at the top and I'm the only one. The gold leaf is peeling, the glitter is gray. I'd spend every cent just to buy back one day.
'Cause I'm a millionaire with a heart of stone, living in a kingdom on a golden throne. The walls are all glass but I can't see the light. Just a rich man crying in the middle of the night. I got the wealth, I got the name, but without you here it's a losing game. Yeah, my bank account is full but my life is bare. Just a lonely, broken-hearted millionaire.
I bought the watch that you said was too much, but it don't tell the time since I lost your touch. Every tick is a second, I'm drifting away into a lifestyle where everything's fine and okay. I'm surrounded by people who laugh at my jokes, but they're just chasing the mirrors and chasing the smoke. I miss the broke us, the nowhere to be, before the success became a prison for me. I'm scrolling through pictures on a gold-plated phone, while the silence is screaming that I'm truly alone. Luxury bedding, but I can't get to sleep. Too many promises I couldn't keep. Write the check, sign the name, transfer the funds. Does it feel the same? It's just numbers on a screen, it's just paper in a vault. I give it all back if it was my fault.
'Cause I'm a millionaire with a heart of stone, living in a kingdom on a golden throne. The walls are all glass but I can't see the light. Just a rich man crying in the middle of the night. I got the wealth, I got the name, but without you here it's a losing game. Yeah, my bank account is full but my life is bare. Just a lonely, broken-hearted millionaire. Just a lonely, broken-hearted millionaire. Just a millionaire. Money can't buy what we had in that old car, what we had under those stars. Oh,
I'm rich,
but I'm poor without you. But I'm poor without you. But I'm poor without you.
the spirit of ecstasy is leading the way through a city of neon and shades of cold gray. I'm sinking in lamb's wool, I'm drowning in the quiet, but inside my chest is a ghost-driven riot. The starlight headliner is marking the night. 1,000 fake diners, but none of them bright. I'm in the backseat of a $200,000 dream, but I've never heard silence turn into a scream. You're not in the mirror, you're not in the lane. The umbrellas in the door can't stop this rain. We're moving so smooth, I can't feel the ground, but I'm losing my mind in the lack of a sound.
It's a Rolls Royce regret, 60 miles an hour, watching our love lose its grace and its power. The leather is fine,
The silver is cold, a story of us that's already been sold. I remember the days in your beat up sedan when the world was so small and I was your man. Now the V-Pro is fine, a funeral song for a version of me that didn't belong. You wanted the status, you wanted the shine. Now you got the ghost and I got the wine. I'm gliding through shadows, I'm drifting through life. The edge of the hood is a surgical knife, cutting the ties to the person I was before I traded the truth for the buzz.
It's a rose, rose regret, 60 miles an hour, watching our love lose its grace and its power. The leather is fine, but the passenger's gone. I'm riding in luxury into the dawn. I got the world in the trunk, but I'm empty inside. Just a hollowed out heart on a high class leather breast. Rolls Royce regret, the most expensive way to be alone, yeah.
You can't hear the engine, you can't hear the wind, just the sound of the places where we both have sinned. It's a phantom of you, it's a ghost of our past, built like a fortress, but destined to crash. Pull over the car, I don't wanna go far. Not in this quiet, not in this gold. Rolls Royce regret. I'm just cold.
Space gray skies, champagne problems. Sometimes the most expensive seats are the hardest to sit in. V12 humming like a funeral march. Maybach Lennon Cotta. Check it. Yeah. I'm reclining in the back, curtains drawn to the world, thinking about the way your hair used to bounce and curl. I got the silver flutes chilling, but I'm drinking alone. The politicians rolled up, I'm in the fortress on my own. This car was built for two, but the ghost is my guest. Got a pillow for my head, but no peace for my chest. I'm looking at the stars on the ceiling, LED glow, while the real ones are hidden by the smog down below. We used to dream of the wealth, now I'm drowning in the game, trying to use the heated seats to burn away the pain. It's a smooth ride, baby, yeah, we don't feel the bumps, but my heart's hitting potholes and it's coming up in lumps.
I'm caught in that Maybach Lennon calling, drifting through the night. 62 inches of space, but nothing feels right. It's a long wheelbase, heartbreak, cruising through the rain. A six-figure sanctuary for all of this pain.
Yeah, the leather's never soft, but my soul is feeling rough. I guess a palace on wheels just wasn't enough. Driving through the city like a king without a throne in the Maybach, baby, but I'm heading home alone. Yeah, the chauffeur's real quiet, he don't ask me where to go, so we just circle around the blocks where the neon lights are low. I see our old apartment, the one with the cracked window pane. Back when we had nothing, but we didn't have the strain. Now the windows are bulletproof, but they can't stop the hurt. I'm wearing $5,000 just to feel like dirt. I hit the intercom, tell them don't stop the car, cause reality is waiting and it's feeling way too far. You're probably in a taxi or walking in the breeze, while I'm trapped in the luxury, begging on my knees. The scent to the cabinets, a girl would move, but it smells like the ending of a life I pursue. 0 to 60. But I'm going nowhere fast. Hand-stitched sorrow, polished wood grief. I give the keys to the driver just to hear you speak, just to hear you breathe. But the glass is too thick and the distance is too wide.
I'm caught in that Maybach melancholy, drifting through the night. 62 inches of space, but nothing feels right. It's a long wheelbase, heartbreak, cruising through the rain. A six-figure sanctuary for all of this pain.
Yeah, the leather's never soft, but my soul is feeling rough. I guess a palace on wheels just wasn't enough. Driving through the city like a king without a throne in a Maybach, baby, but I'm heading home alone. The beat gets slower and more distorted. In the back of the M, double M on the hood, stands for missing me. More baby. Turn the lights down.
And keep perfect out.
Yeah. You always had a taste for the finer things. Now you're the finest thing I can't touch. Luxury girl. Let's just breathe. I see you catching sunlight on a private deck with that string of pearls hanging around your neck. You were always meant for the white sand and the blue, while I'm still here, just a shaded hue. You're a limited edition, a rare final prize. I can see the price of heaven in your almond eyes. I tried to build a world that was worthy of your name, but my simple love was a losing game. Now you're wrapped in cashmere, drifting on a breeze, while I'm just a memory you left at the keys. You look so perfect in that high-end glow, but I'm the only one who saw the girl below. Gold-plated promises, diamond-cut tears. We spent the fortune of our younger years. Now you're a vision I can't afford to keep, a luxury dream in a restless sleep. Goodbye to my luxury girl, I'm living in the light. I'm just a shadow in your city tonight. You're a masterpiece hanging on a gallery wall. I'm just a stranger standing in the hall. Expensive habits and a heart made of lace. I'm looking for the us you tried to erase. Yeah, you're world class now, traveling the world, but you'll always be my luxury girl. The scent of your travel bag still lingers on the floor. Santal and jasmine and the nevermore. You're sipping Bellinis in a different time zone, while I'm in this apartment feeling so prone to checking your stories just to see the decor, to see if you're happy or just wanting more. You always wanted the view from the top. Now you're so high up you don't know how to stop. Is the silk soft enough to hide the regret, or are you just a girl that I haven't lost yet? The champagne is flowing, the lifestyle is sweet, but I miss the barefoot you on a gravel street. Trade the caviar for a late night drive. Trade the 5 stars just to feel alive. Does the velvet hold you like I used to do? Or is it just a fabric? Is it passing through? Big kicks back in my back to my luxury girl, living in the light. I'm just a shadow in your city tonight. I'm a masterpiece hanging the tiny images, but my grip is getting weak. Looking for a spark in the pixels that I see. I just unboxed the future. It's sleek and it's new, but it can't find a signal that leads back to you. The always on display shows the time passing by, a glowing reminder of a digital lie. I'm swiping through ghosts in 100 hertz blur, trying to find the us in the person you were. Face out, it fails when I'm covered in tears. I'm scrolling through the photos of our golden years. The battery is full, but I'm running on low, waiting for a typing that'll never show. It's my iPhone 17, but a zero somehow. A masterpiece of tech while I'm falling apart. The glass is surrounded, but I'm easy to break. I'm lost in the photos of every mistake. Ultra wide lens, but the vision is small. I've got the latest of everything, but nothing at all. Yeah, my iPhone 17. I'm still just a registry, waiting to be seen. A dynamic island is a lonely little place, a dark little window where I used to see your face. I'm testing the camera, the focus is deep, but it can't capture secrets I wanted to keep. I'm clearing the cache, I'm deleting the logs, but the memory of you isn't lost in the fogs. I've got satellite SOS for when I'm off the grid, but who's gonna save me from the things that we did? The haptic feedback feels like a ghost of your touch. I didn't think a piece of glass could hurt this much. I'm airdropping feelings to an empty room, in the quiet of the 5G and the glow of the doom. It's my iPhone 17, but a zero some heart. A masterpiece of tech while I'm falling apart. The glass is ceramic, but I'm easy to break. I'm lost in the photos of every mistake. Ultra wide lens, but the vision is small. I got the latest of I'm drifting away. New phone, same pain. Just a cold glass screen in the pouring rain. iPhone 17.
Sound of the lock screen click. Fade out with a faint digital hum.
Yeah. Everything looks perfect in the editorial, but the fabric is thin, and the winter is coming in. High fashion art.
I'm draped in the archive pieces. You used to love silk on my skin, but it fits like a shroud, not a glove. I'm walking the pavement like it's a runway show, but I'm moving in circles with nowhere to go. The silhouette sharp, the tailoring's clean, but there's a hollow space where a soul should have been. I remember us shared in an oversized knit. Now I'm in a bespoke suit that don't even fit the man that I've become since you walked away. A high fashion statue in a world of gray. The labels are heavy, the stitching is tight. I'm a masterpiece of misery tonight. Flash bulbs and filters, they hide the debris of the beautiful mess that was you and me. I'm best dressed in every magazine, but I'm the loneliest thing that they've ever seen.
I got a high fashion heart, fragile and cold, wrapped in the stories that the designers told. Custom made sorrow, hand stitched pain, standing in the spotlight, praying for rain.
Exterior's gold, but the lining is torn. I'm wearing the grief like it's never been worn. Yeah, it's a luxury look, but it's falling apart. Just a lonely man with a high fashion heart. I saw your new life through a digital lens. You're wearing a hoodie and laughing with friends. No couture, no Vogue, no artificial glow. Just the kind of real love I was too proud to show. I'm stuck in this vision, I'm stuck in this brand. While the hourglass is leaking out all of the sand. I trade the front row, I trade the whole walk, just to hear the unedited way that you talk. Now I'm at the gala, holding a glass, watching the ghosts of our memories past. The couture is stunning, the ceiling is high, but I'm just a mannequin waiting to die.
Take off the coat, I'm blood in the shirt. Under the labels, it's just skin in the hurt. The fashion changes, the seasons go by, but I'm still wearing this lie.
I'm still wearing this
I got a high fashion heart, fragile and cold, wrapped in the stories that the designers told. Custom made sorrow, hand stitched pain, standing in the spotlight, praying for rain.
The exterior's gold, but the lining is torn. I'm wearing the grief like it's never been worn. Yeah, it's a luxury look, but it's falling apart. Just a lonely man with a high fashion heart. 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 High fashion heart.
Ready to wear. Heartbreak. Fire for the soul. It looks good on me, doesn't it?
Scissors doors open like wings in the dark, but I got nowhere to fly, no place to park. The matte black paint is a shadow of my mood. In a cockpit of carbon in cold solitude. I'm sitting 3 inches off the cold hard ground, but the higher I get, the less you're around. The V12 is screaming, but I'm perfectly still, trying to outrun the ghost of the way that I feel. I'm shifting the gears, but the rhythm is off. The leather is tight and the edges are rough. I used to have you in the seat to my right. Now it's just a bag and the neon light. I'm just a Lambo loner, chasing the blur. 200 on the dash, but I'm still where we were. Exhaust notes echoing through the empty street. A luxury tragedy, bitter and sweet. I've got the speed, but I'm going nowhere. Just a hollowed out heart in a bucket seat chair. Yeah, Lambo loner, living life in the fast lane, dying to be slower. The ceramic brakes squeal like a heart when it breaks. Every turn that I take is another mistake. I see my reflection in the shop window glass. A golden boy phantom watching the time pass. You like the status, you like the prestige, but you left when the silence became a siege. Now I'm the king of a one-man race, staring at a dashboard that can't find your face. 0 to 60 in the blink of an eye, but it takes me forever just to say goodbye. The downshift is heavy, the fuel light is red, just like the warnings I should have been fed. I'm just a Lambo loner, chasing the blur. 200 on the dash, but I'm still where we were. Exhaust notes echoing through the empty street. A luxury tragedy, bitter and sweet. I've got the speed, but I'm going nowhere. Just a hollowed out heart in a bucket seat chair. Yeah, Lambo loner, living life in the fast lane, dying to be slower. Does the engine drown out the sound of my name? Does the wind at the window take part of the blame? I'm aerodynamically designed to be alone. A cold piece of metal, a king on a throne of glass and gasoline.
Lots of wine delay, sounding like a car speeding past a camera.
Lambo loner, nowhere to go, but I'm getting there fast. Red line the memories, watch them crash.
Sound of the engine canard. The quiet ticking of a cooling engine.
3 a.m. and the ice is melting in the glass. Watching the taillights of the city as they pass. I told myself I wouldn't do this, wouldn't reach for the light. But the silence is a monster in the middle of the night. The bar's closing down, they're sweeping up the floor. And I'm just a man who doesn't live here anymore. My thumb is hovering over your name again. A dangerous habit, a beautiful sin. I know you're sleeping, or maybe you're not alone. But I just need to hear your breath through the phone. This is my last call, my final plea. Before I let you drift away from me. One more I love you, whisper to the air. Even if I know that you're no longer there. The liquid courage is failing, the neon is dim. I'm reaching for the edge, I'm looking for the rim. Yeah, it's my last call before the Now I'm scrolling through the threads of a finished conversation. A ghost in the wires, a soul in isolation. I've got 10% battery and a heart that's at zero. Trying to be the man, but failing as the hero. The walls are closing in, the ceiling's getting high. I'm tired of saying hello to a permanent goodbye. I know I should hang up, I know I should let go, but there's a part of me that just won't say no. This is my last call, my final plea, before I let you drift away from me. One more I love you, whisper to the air, even if I know that you're no longer there. The liquid courage is failing, the neon light is dim. I'm reaching for the edge, I'm looking for the rim. Yeah, it's my last call before the morning breaks me in two.
Don't pick up, please pick up. I don't know what I'd say if you did. I'm just a wreck in the dark, I'm just a kid. Losing the only thing that made sense. Staring at the cracks in my own defense.
The operator says the number isn't in service. Funny. Neither am I. Last call. Last call.
Yeah. Everything's precision. The curves, the leather, the timing. Except for us. Porsche paint. Let's cruise. I'm carving through the canyons in the sports car, searching for a feeling that I lost in heaven. It took time that ever's climbing, but I'm standing still, trying to find the edge, trying to find the thrill. I got the cover of white, the cognac trim, but the view in the rear view is looking so dim. You used to hold the handle when I took the turn. Now there's only cold air and the rubber I burn. The ignition's on the left, but my heart's on the right, and it's drifting away in the middle of the night. The clock on the dash, the sport chrono face is just counting the seconds I can't quite replace. Air cool memories, water cool tears. I'm driving through the wreckage of our golden years. Engine in the back, pushing me along into a future where we don't belong. And it's just Porsche pain, 800 RPMs, looking for the light through the broken lens. A German engineer, masterpiece of grief, driving way too fast just to find relief. I'm in the driver's seat, but I've lost control of the aerodynamic shadows in my soul. It's a beautiful ride, but a lonely lane, just me and the ghost of this Porsche pain. I pulled over at the lookout, let the turbos cool, feeling like a rich man, acting like a fool. I remember how you laughed when I hit the gas. Now I'm just watching the other lovers pass. The keys are on the console, the crutch is made of gold, but the story of us is getting quiet and old. I got the PDD shifts, smooth as a dream, but I'm falling through the cracks, or so it would seem. They say there is no substitute, and maybe that's true, cause I've searched every road and I can't find you. Just a high performance engine in a low power life, cutting through the silence like a ceramic knife. 0 to to 60 doesn't feel as fast as you leaving. All-wheel drive, but I'm still sliding on the ice. I trade the keys, I trade the car, just to know where you are. And it's just Porsche pain, ain't got any RPMs, looking for the light through the broken lens. A German engineer, a pizza brief, driving way too fast just to find relief. I'm in the driver's seat, but I've lost control of the aerodynamic shadows in my soul. It's a beautiful ride, but a lonely lane, just me and the ghost of this Porsche pain.
Porsche pain, engine up, the heat rising from the vents, Stuttgart sorrow, just a silver blur, heading home alone.
Yeah. Just me and the storm today. Windows fogged up with everything I didn't say. Range Rover rain. Let's just drift. Yeah. I'm parked by the shoreline, watching the tide in this leather-bound bubble with nowhere to hide. The wipers are rhythmic, a slow, steady beat, keeping time with the heart that I left on your street. Air suspension lowered, I'm close to the ground, while the world outside makes a beautiful sound. I reached for the climate to warm up the air, but it's freezing in here, cause you're not in the chair. The Meridian speakers are playing our song, low fidelity echoes of where we went wrong. Just a silhouette sitting in a premium space, trying to find a way to unsee your face.
And it's just Range Rover rain on a Sunday afternoon. I'm trapped in a cabin that we left too soon. Silver shadows dancing on the dashboard wood. I'd go back to the start if I only could.
Soft touch memories, hard to heal scars. Underneath the glass roof, we're missing the stars. Let the clouds turn gray, let the sky just drain. I'm just sitting here lost in the rain train.
The in-control screen says I'm miles from home, but I never felt further just being alone. I see your umbrella left there in the back, a splash of bright color in a Wilton in black. We used to go off-road, we used to go far. Now I'm just a ghost in a stationary car. I watch the droplets race down the tent while I search for a future or even a hint. The luxury's quiet, the engine is off, the silence is heavy, the velvet is soft. Just an SUV sanctuary 44 North, while I'm paralyzed, scared of just driving it forth. Steam on the glass, I'm writing your name with my thumb, then I watch it fade away until the glass is clear and you're still not here. Just the water, just the gray.
And it's just Range Rover rain on a Sunday afternoon. I'm trapped in a cabin that we left too soon. Silver shadows dancing on the dashboard wood. I'd go back
Yeah, behind the velvet rope, but the air is thin. Everyone's looking in, but I'm just looking for you. VIP, yeah. I'm sitting in the corner, booth 101, watching the bottles arrive with the sparklers on. The ace of spades is bubbling in the ice, but nothing in this bucket can pay the price of the way you used to whisper when the lights were low. Before we had a table in the front row, now I'm surrounded by friends I don't even know. In a room full of people, but nowhere to go. The security's standing with their backs to the crowd, but the silence in my head is getting too loud. I got the wristband, I got the black card, so why is breathing feeling so hard? The DJ's playing something slow and deep, while the rest of the world is falling asleep. I'm at the center of the very important, but I feel like a ghost, cold and discordant. Cause I'm a VIP in an empty heart, watching the world just fall apart. I got the best seat, I got the view, but it's a lonely lounge without you. Beyond the road, beyond the light, I'm just a broken soul tonight. Very important, but I'm nothing at all, just a shadow leaning against the wall. I see my name on the list at the door, but I don't even know what I'm here for anymore. Is it the ego? Is it the chase? Or just a high-end way to hide my disgrace? You're probably out there dancing in the rain while I'm trapped in the luxury of my own pain. I check my phone under the table's edge, hoping for a message, a sign, or a pledge, but the screen stays dark, just like the mood in this VIP section where the ghosts intrude. I order another round, I won't even drink, just to give myself a moment not to think. The reserve sign is still in your chair, the smell of your perfume is still in the air, but the seat is cold. The story's been told, I'm important to everyone but the one I need. Watch the glitter, watch it bleed. Cause I'm a VIP in an empty heart, watching the world just fall apart. I got the best seat, I got the view, but it's a lonely lounge without you. Beyond the road, beyond the light, I'm just a broken soul tonight. Very important, but I'm nothing at all, just a shadow leaning against the wall. Just a shadow, very important pain. Yeah, yeah, very important loneliness. Keep the bottles, I'm leaving through the back. You're still wearing that scent, the one that lingers in the hall. J'adore on the vanity, but I don't adore this at all. You left your silk scarf tangled in the corner of the bed, a silver thread of memories pulling circles in my head. You were always dressed for a gala, even in the rain, polished to perfection while I'm covered in the stain. High heels clicking on the hardwood floor, that's the sound of you headed for the door. You look like a vision, a masterpiece in lace, but there's a cold designer winner written on your face. Oh, my Dior girl, wrapped in luxury and lies, I can see the soul out, sign deep behind your eyes. You're a high-end heartbreak, a beautiful mistake, giving me a hollow heart that I can't help but break. From the runway
the sun. Looking like $1,000,000 now that we are done. You trade in your emotions for a leather label bag, while I'm sitting in the basement waving a white flag. I try to fit the profile, try to play the part, but you can't buy a pulse for a designer label heart. Silver chains and a heart made of stone. You look so expensive, standing there alone. You're a limited edition, one of a kind, leaving all the common things like me behind. Oh, my Dior girl, wrapped in luxury and lies. I can see the sold out sign deep behind your eyes. You're a high-end heartbreak, a beautiful mistake, giving me a hollow heart that I can't help but break. From the runway to the driveway, you're drifting out of view. I'm just a vintage shadow of the brand new version of you. Yeah, my Dior girl, everything about us was just for show. Maybe I was just an accessory to your life, something you could wear until the edge cut like a knife. Now you're walking down the boulevard looking so refined, while I'm the messy heartbreak you decided to undesign. Dressed in blacks, but you aren't mourning us. You're just matching your shoes. Goodbye, Dior girl. I hope the view is worth the cost. You're leaning by the window in that oversized coat, writing it's over on a AAA note. Your silhouette is classic, sharp against the gray, while I'm just a mess that you're clearing away. You got that Parisian air, so poison, so cold. A story of us that's already been told. You're curated, darling, from your head to your shoes, and I'm just a person you're willing to lose. You don't raise your voice, you don't even cry, you just look at the floor with a million sigh. The leather is soft, but your heart is a stone, leaving me here in this house on my own. And there it is, that's a leading smile, understated beauty, but it's been gone for a mile. It's elegant, it's quiet, it's a high fashion end, the kind of goodbye that doesn't try to pretend. You look like a dream while you're breaking my life with a look that's as clean as a designer knife. Yeah, that's a leading smile.
for a crack, looking for a flaw, but you're perfectly framed by the open door. You got that timeless grace, that's a lean sheet. While I'm standing here, feeling desperate and weak, you're moving in slow motion, packing your things, taking the heat and leaving the stings. I'm a blurred out background in your magazine world, just a boy who got lost in a high fashion girl. No messy scenes, no tears on your face, just a quiet exit with effortless grace. You're a limited edition, moving on to the next, leaving me stuck in the sub-zero text. And there it is, that's a lean smile, understated beauty, but it's been gone for a mile. It's elegant, it's quiet, it's a high fashion end, the kind of goodbye that doesn't try to pretend. You look like a dream, but you're breaking my life with a look that's as clean as a designer knife. Yeah, that's a lean smile. It's the most beautiful way to say I don't love you anymore. If it hurt you, you never let it show. You're too well designed to let the bitterness grow. I'm just a season, you're ready to change, in a life that's been perfectly prearranged. So shaped, so cold, so finished. Yeah. Backseat feels like a graveyard tonight. All this leather, but it's still cold. Bentley bench. That's right. I'm parked out on the cliff where we used to watch the sunrise. Now I'm staring at the dash through these bloodshot tired eyes. Diamond stitching on the seats, custom mulling the thread, but it's just a luxury coffin for the words we never said. I remember how you leaned your head right against the glass, watching all the forever promises turn into the past. Now the flying sports flying nowhere, island in the dark. I got 100,000 horses, but I can't find a spark. I reach across the console just to feel a phantom hand, living life in the high end, but I'm sinking in the sand. The clock on the dash is ticking, but the time is standing still. Money bought the comfort, but it couldn't buy the will. Yeah, but it couldn't buy the will. Yeah. Now I'm lonely on this Bentley bench, sitting in a reel. The only thing that's crystal is the single lonely tear. From the gutter to the glamour, yeah, we made it to the top, but I trade the whole engine just to make the hurt stop. Exotic wood and chrome, but the spirit's gone cold. Buying back the memories, the silver and the gold. Just a king without a queen on the throne of fine grain, driving through the moonlight, trying to outrun the pain. Yeah, I see your lipstick on a napkin in the pocket of the door, a relic of a version of us don't exist no more. I hit the massager,
Try to work the tension out my spine, but there's no button for a heart that's broken down the line. You used to love the way the starlight hit the ceiling roof. Now the silence in this cabin is the only living proof that you can have the finest things, the softest wool under your feet, and still feel like a beggar on a freezing city street. I'm cruising through the hills where the rich folks hide their scars. Hot in my depression behind these tinted window bars. The V12 is humming, singing songs of what we lost. Everything has a value, but I didn't count the cost. But I didn't count the cost. Yeah. Try to count the cost. Champagne in the cooler, but it tastes like vinegar. Soft closed doors, but they shut me out from you. I'm in the best car in the world, so why does it feel like the loneliest place on earth? Yeah, yeah. Now I'm lonely on this Bentley bench, sitting in the rear. The only thing that's crystal is the single lonely tear. From the gutter to the glamour, yeah, we made it to the top, but I trade the whole engine just to make the hurting start. Exotic wood and chrome, but the spirit's gone cold. Buying back the memories of the silver and the gold. Just a king without a queen on a throne of fine grain, driving through the moonlight, trying to outrun the pain. Yeah. Just a Bentley bench, luxury heartbreak. Pull the curtain shut. I don't want the world to see the ghost in the backseat. And just shuts off.
Check my phone at 2 a.m., just a habit I can't break. Looking for a message that I know you'll never make. The apartment feels like a museum of a life we used to lead. Now I'm just a ghost, wandering through the things we don't need. I'm counting down the minutes, but the clock is standing still. Try to find a reason, but I don't think I ever will. The space beside me in the bed is cold as winter stone. I never knew that together could feel this much alone. We were 1,000 stories, a fire in the dark. But now the embers die, and I can't find the spark. Now I'm back to zero, nothing left to lose. Just a hollow echo in these worn-out walking shoes. Everything we built, yeah, crumbled into sand. I'm holding on to air where I used to hold your hand. From 100 to a nothing, from a hero to a ghost. I'm the one who stayed behind, the one who loved you most. Yeah, I'm back to zero, just a circle starting over again. Saw your picture on a friend's feed. You were laughing in the sun. Looks like healing's easy when you're the one who's done. I'm still replaying the movie, rewriting every scene, trying to find the moment where we lost what we could mean. But the ink is running dry and the pages are all torn. I'm just a shadow of the person I was before you were gone. The silence in the kitchen is the loudest sound I know. I'm learning how to breathe again, learning how to let you go. But every time I try to fly, I'm heavy as a stone. Back in the starting blocks, standing here alone. Now I'm back to zero, nothing left to lose. Just a hollow echo in these worn out walking shoes. Everything we built, it crumbled into sand. I'm holding on to it. back to zero. Just a circle starting over again. Zero isn't empty, it's just a heavy kind of space. It's the shape of my heart when I can't find your face. It's the sum of our promises, the total of our lives. It's the look of the goodbye hidden in your eyes. I'm starting from nothing, I'm starting with me. Nothing left to lose, just a hollow echo in these worn out walking shoes. Everything we've been, it crumbled into sand. I'm holding on to air where I used to hold your hand. From 100 to a nothing, from a hero to a ghost, I'm the one who stayed behind, the one who loved you most. Yeah, I'm back to zero, starting over. Nothing in my pockets but the wind, just a zero.